Good evening, and bienvenue, my fond, fair Rouge Raiders. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you, well, a surprise what if. Now, this one was brought to my attention and, well, suggested to me by a person who goes by XD. To that, I give you a very special shout out, my friend, who told me over Discord, of all things, about this idea. Now, before we get into it, attention, viewer discretion is advised. The following things will be describing gratuitous violence, gore, and possible innuendos. Thank you, and continue if you wish to get involved in such matters. If not, please click off the video now. Alright, are they gone? Are they gone? Okay, so, this one will be a DxD video, but I'm still not going to tell you what it's about. At least not until we get to the actual thing. But first, a little bit of setup. A modicum of setup. Because that's what I do. Now, this one will be following most of the main continuity of DxD with a few slight alterations. Basically, in the first fight with, well, the fallen angel. God, I hate that woman. He was a bit harder to kill. Almost as if she had to kill him twice over to keep him dead. And, well, the second thing is that he's a little bit more resilient to most beatings and punishment. But other than that, it follows the main continuity up until, and I do mean up until where we're going to be starting at that tournament. Facing off against Riser. Oh yes. And if you keep it even better, it's going all the way up. We're going to be starting this off right up where Issei's made it to the other side of the field, where he's gotten the queen's, well, where he's been promoted to a queen rank, where he's confronted Riser, and where he's nearly gotten the shit beaten out of him. That's where we'll be starting. So you can tell this one's going to be a bit different than my usual ones. I hope you can all enjoy. Now, without further ado, well, let's begin. Now, Rias, darling, I assure you, if you surrender, you give up now, well, I'll let this plebeian live. And the best part is, well, you'll have a future with me, and your little perverted knave can live a bit longer. As Rias is, well, about to shed tears and is feeling in a helpless situation. After seeing her, well, all her trump cards be used and failed. Something strange occurs. Do you ever shut up? Huh? What? I said, do you ever shut up? Do you have any idea how loud you are? You could wake the dead with your babbling. Issei says while being quite literally in a helpless situation, held up by his head by Riser. Well, isn't that surprising? You can still talk like this. I can do a lot more than talk, you over-arrogant ass. Why don't you put me down and we can find out exactly what I can do? What's the matter? Someone of your strength can't just break yourself out of this? And inside his mind, he begins to say, damn it, I can barely move. I can barely breathe. Shit. I need to get stronger. I need something, anything. This damn gear isn't doing anything. I can't let Rias down like this. Come on, something, anything. Please. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose anyone. You mean you don't want to lose anyone else? Huh? Who said that? You did. No, no. Not you. Me, you. As Issei looks around inside his mind and sees a unfamiliar sight. A tall man, taller than him, looking down as he's dressed in a warrior's attire, armed with a shield, a sword, a large axe on his back, and what seems to be an entire regalia of weaponry and armament behind him. Who the fuck are you? Another devil? No. I'm something more. I'm you. Or rather, I should say, a part of you that has been long forgotten. Long forgotten? What do you mean, long forgotten? Makes sense. Damn, it just makes sense. If you're me, then you should want to help her. I do. Then do it. I need your permission. Permission? We are not one and the same. Not yet. You don't even know me or who we are. You don't even know anything about yourself or what we once were. You have forgotten yourself, Quinarin. Quinarin, one of our titles. Quinarin Izmir Dovakin. But you do not have time for that, no? No, I don't. I really don't have time for your bullshit. Either help me out or get out of my way. So you want help? Yes. Will you embrace me? No, dude, I'm not gay. Not like that, you pathetic ass. I mean, will you embrace your true spirit if I agree to help you? Sure, fine, whatever. Just say Reus. Then shake my hand, and let us fight for the woman you love, at least in this life. As Issei reaches out his hand, boom! Flashes, searing pain, and images of old battles, triumphs, pain, loss. So many things flood his brain that it's almost overwhelming. At that same moment in time, as we cut back to where Riser said, "If you're feeling so strong, then break out of my grip." Well, shit. Okay. Huh? Boom! As a large, heavy fist slams into Riser's skull, sending him back. What the hell? How did you? Oi! Thank you. Closed wounds wouldn't do much good here. Grand healing. As a yellow sphere forms in his hand as he raises it up, as a bright luminescent glow flows over him and waves of harmonic energy heal and rejuvenate. Issei, what the hell are you? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Bird brain. Bird brain! We're gonna... As Riser attempts to strike at him, he evades. He dodges every single blow Riser can throw. And as Riser gets really upset and flies straight up into the sky, ready to bombard him with magical energies, well, as he lets loose giant torrents of flame and balls of fire, Issei just yawns. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Shouldn't happen again. Issei just smiles and says, "Nowhere near as bad as any dragon," as he raises up his hands and mystical energies warp out of him, creating a barrier of pure magical prowess, blocking and, well, absorbing the sheer amount of fire bearing down upon him. As we cut into the stands of the spectators, as we cut to Reus's brother, goes, "No way. That's bloody brilliant." "What do you mean, Father?" "Look at it like this. Our tradition, that is an old style of warding magic. We use a more advanced style that has a set barrier. However, the old wards, they had a set amount of damage they could destroy, or rather eliminate, they would always break after a period of time, not to mention they were very, very draining, for you constantly had to focus your magic into them. But him, it's as if he's a master of them. able to absorb the magic from his enemy's assault to fuel his own wards. What are you, he say? I thought I knew you. Oh, you are quite exciting, aren't you? As we cut to Issei. Is that all you have, Riser Phoenix? I'm disappointed. Bastard! Don't get cocky with me. No one defeats Riser Phoenix. Sorry. Allow me to do that again. No one defeats Riser Phoenix. You really think you can beat me with just playing defensively? No. But you see, I have an old friend that I think would really like to make your acquaintance. Wait, what? Well, you see, his name is Navia. And at that moment, right directly under Riser's feet, a large black oval appears as wafts of magical energy that seem to tear through a hole of time and space itself rip asunder as what appears as a dragon walks out of it. And not just any dragon. An old, near dead looking dragon. One that seems to be packed with necrotic energies. As it takes flight and begins to stare and, well, go straight towards Issei. It has been a few ages since I last heard your call, Quinharin. Sorry, old friend. Been asleep. One hell of a slumber. We can catch up later. For now, I need you to buy me a few seconds. And teach that peon what it means when you mess with the Dovahkiin. As you wish, Quinharin. Huh? Meanwhile, everyone in the stands are going, "Da fuck?" Meanwhile, Rias is going, "Da fuck?" Meanwhile, somewhere out there, Odaving sneezes. Why do I feel like I'm being left out of something? And as we cut back to, well, Navia. Well, Shazar! As a large black beam of purple energy is fired from his maw, hitting Riser dead in the chest. You're stronger than the standard soul tear. Good. This may be worth my claws after all. As the dragon flies towards him, slamming into him with his tail and with a very thunderous smack, sending Riser flying towards the barrier, impacting the barrier and then falling onto the ground. Meanwhile, we cut back to Issei going over to Rias. You okay, love? Issei, what is this? What's going? Shh. Relax. I'll tell you all later. Every bit of detail you want. Everything you wish to know about me, I will spill the beans later. For now, do me a favor and get inside, would you? I've got a battle to win. And to be quite honest, I'm really in the mood to let loose. So, I don't want you getting caught in the way. Uh, 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 okay. Thank you, dear. Now, mind getting back in there, would you? As Rias is kind of ushered back down the stairs of the building she's on. As Issei turns around and says, "Alright, let's see here. Which one? Right. Secret servants. There you are." As he pops him into existence. Oh, I am sworn to carry your... What the hell? I thought you were dead. I was. Don't give a shit. My stuff. Right. Relax, I didn't leave you with too much, did I? No, sir. No, just some amulets, some rings, a sword or two. Don't need the sword. Might be a bit too conspicuous if I start carrying that thing around. Besides, my bound blade should work well enough. Just give me my amulet of Talos and the custom-made ring of Mara I had crafted. Yes, sir. As he dons his old amulet of Talos and feels a surge in strength and vitality. That's better. And with the ring, I have to admit, damn, that is some fine work. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. So you're back, huh? Back in the flesh, never to die again, hopefully. Right. Well, if you need me, yes, I know, I'll call upon you. For now. And with a snap of his fingers, the secret servant is dismissed. Oh, yes. Restoration, magic regeneration, destruction magic, as well as destruction regeneration, as well as another thing of magic regeneration added to this ring. Oh, I forgot how good that is. Oh. As we cut back to the fight between Dunafier and Riser, as Riser is now being shot at by, well, bone men, archers, as well as Mistman, well, mages, sending up constant spikes of ice and balls of frozen wind in his general direction. Yes, he is getting quite pissed, letting loose several torrents of flame, fire, and, well, general unpleasantness all around. However, well, there is one thing he didn't expect. A piercing sensation, a sharp, devastating pain, piercing his leg, right between, well, let's just put it this way. I used to be an adventurer like you, until I took a bound bow arrow to the knee. As Riser immediately jerks towards where Issei is, noticing that he pinned him and shot at him from, well, over 500 feet away without any difficulty. You bastard! As he launches another ball of fire towards, well, Issei. But with that, he does not pay attention to Durnavir, gripping him and slinging him around like a rag doll with his maw, slamming him into the ground at intense speeds, as he's constantly having to get up and trying to face off against this strange undead dragon. At the same point in time, he's actually taking damage. Damage. It's as if his soul is being pulled apart with every attack from this dragon, and now from Issei himself. It's as if they're trying to quite literally rip him apart on the spiritual level. And that's when he remembers forbidden arts. How way back, thousands of years ago, in a millennia long past, there were these necromancers, as well as strange warriors, who would steal the souls of their enemies and send them to the soul cairn, a plane of pure horror, in exchange for powers and abilities. And that's when he realizes, no, this can't be. As we cut back to Issei, as soon as the ball of fire gets too close, he raises up a ward and just, absorbs it. Not even really a challenge, is he? I mean, he's flying like a dragon, but he's moving around like a chicken. Quite boring. I wonder. No, I don't have any gems on me, so soul trapping him wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be possible, even. All I'd wind up doing is sending it straight to the ideal masters. And I'm not fond of giving them something for nothing. Maybe a bit of close range combat would help me cool down. As he again makes a black sphere appear in his right hand, but in his left he makes a green one appear. No armor, but with this it should do nicely. As he raises the green one up, as the ball shatters, releasing a wave of energy that coats his entire body. Oy, ebony flesh always felt weird and itchy, but yeah, it'll keep you good and protected. Now where is he? And as Riser is facing off against Durnavir, in the distance he can hear a very loud and thunderous shout saying, "World Nakast!" As Issei comes quite literally flying in out of nowhere, slamming into the ground next to them, as he brings this spectral blade, slamming into Riser, carving into his flesh through his flames. As Riser attempts to heal, he realizes, I can't heal from this. What's going on? As Issei smiles, I'm done with my preparations, Durnavir. Why don't you go sit down and relax a spell? I need to stretch my legs. As you wish, Quinarin. After all, it has been many ages since I've been called from the soul cairn. I do believe it's time I get a little reprieve, no? Whatever you say, old friend. whatever you say. As with that acknowledgement, that admission, Riser's eyes bulge. Soulcat. He's from... Oh yes, so you've heard of it. Strange. I thought with a few ages past, most of the fun stuff would have been forgotten about. But I guess that makes this somewhat easier. What the hell are you? I acknowledge you have the sacred gear, but what are you? That's none of your business. But what is your business is the sheer fact that you've pissed me off. And I don't like getting pissed off. Especially after all the bullshit I went through in a past life to save this damn place. Not once, but thrice. You really think that I'm going to let some cocky, flame-covered chicken get in my way? Bastard! As Riser unleashes a torrent of flame at point-blank range. As Issei doesn't have time to put up a ward, Riser thinks he's winning. Up until... whooshing! Through the flames, a spectral blade is sent forward, carving straight through his arm as it flies off. What the hell? You really think a little bit of fire's going to bother me? When I was young, I faced on the flames of Parthunax. You think that your fire, your Yol, can do anything but tickle me? Bitch, please, don't make me laugh. As he spins up and begins unleashing a flurry of slashes and strikes, carving into Riser's body over and over, rending the flesh from bone, not attacking any vital spot, but making sure to inflict enough pain for Riser to feel it. As whenever he finally stops, all we can see of Riser is a very, very bloody mess. Armless and chest torn to ribbons as he begins to try and heal over and over just to be rendered ineffective. Bastard! Bastard! What did you do? You see, I found out something. What? Your wounds. You can heal from physical damage just fine. But the thing is, the bound blade is not physical. It is metaphysical. Existing within the astral as well as physical planes of existence, allowing it to keep a corporeal form, but also being from a plane of oblivion itself. Relatively, how shall we say, there. It's essentially like swinging around a giant chunk of solid air. The only difference is, whenever I carve into your body, I also carve onto your spiritual being. And those wounds don't heal from just standard magic. What the hell? What are you? What the hell are you? What type of monster are you? Oh, you're calling me a monster. A man who threatened a woman's livelihood. A man who threatened a young maiden's choice and demands for independence. You call me a monster, even though you tried to force yourself on a woman who had nothing or no desire to be with you. No, I'm no monster. I'm no monster in the slightest. I have been in the past. I have been twice over. I have hunted people in the night with great fury and delight. And I've also stalked people throughout the plains, making sure they were never seen again. But you take the cake. You having an army of women at your beck and call, and still trying to force yourself on another. What type of greedy bastard are you? At least the Daedra back in my day had class. Granted, Molag Bal was not one of them, nor was Mehrunes Dagon. Those two assholes were, well, assholes. But even they had a code. It was a very selfish one. And Nemera was always a crazy bitch. Who are you talking about? Oh. Have they disappeared since the last time? Probably inactive. Oh, they're gonna hate the fact that I'm around again. Oh well, enough of that. I think it's time I put an end to this. As he draws his hand back for one big smack, he hears the words, "Boost." What the? Oh, I completely forgot about this thing. Well, aren't you going to be an interesting addition to my already improved arsenal? Well, nighty-night, Riser. I'm afraid this time, this game, you've lost. As he hurls his fist forward at a downward angle, smacking into Riser, releasing an explosive, concussive force that would shatter any rock or any tree. Even put a large dent in a mountain. Riser falls unconscious and is teleported away. As the announcer, House Gremory wins. As well. At that point in time, Dunaville walks over and says, "Well, my friend, it is good to see you again, but alas, it is my time to bid farewell. Don't worry, Dunaville, I will call you again more frequently. And we'll see if we can scare the locals next time, shall we?" "I would like that, Quinarin." As he fades back into the soul cairn. Oh, man, I am really tired. Oof. Issei is teleported back into the barracks of the Grimory clan, as everyone is being healed up and patched up and has looks of starstruck on their face. What the hell was that? Well, that is a long story, and I don't know if I have the time to tell it. Issei, Rias says from behind him. Yes, Rias? You promised. Yes, I did. But, no buts, you promised. Yes. Just give me one moment here, and let me breathe. Believe it or not, that was quite exhausting. Okay. As he goes back into his mindscape, and we see Issei, the one from the Issei talking with, well, the warrior Issei. He goes, what the hell was that? How the hell did I do that? What the hell is going on? Well, you see, my young friend, you're not just any standard being. You are Dovahkiin, Dragonborn. Fusrota! As the bellow lets loose a large shockwave from his voice. What the hell was that? Sorry, force of habit. Anyways, force of habit. How many times has that ever been said in a lifetime for that to be a force of habit? Trust me, a lot more than you think. Now, let me tell you a bit. So, I am you from your past life. I was not called Issei, but my name is unimportant. To a degree. What the people remember is Dovahkiin, Izmir, Izgramor. What was it? Quinarin. The caller, the listener. Granted, that would have been the case if I hadn't killed the Dark Brotherhood. Killed the what now? I'll tell you more later. But for the main thing, I'll just give you the cliff notes. At least until we're able to fully get things organized. 'Cause you still haven't accepted me yet. What do you mean accepted you? You are weak. You are foolish. Why do you think you have such a high libido? Because women are awesome? Yes, women are awesome. We all know women are awesome. Yes, with the tatas and the rear ends that make you go all head over end. Oh yes, women are awesome. But your libido is stronger than that of most any male. Why do you think that? It's because you have more standard testosterone. More you. And you waste it. You waste it without gaining strength. To the point to where you died. Not once, but damn near twice. Hey, I tried to train. No, you didn't. You weren't pushing yourself. Admit it. I was. No, you weren't. We have pushed ourselves farther than you. We? The past lives of you. You are weak. Your scrawny frame can barely hold any muscle. You do not eat properly. You do not train properly. You are stick and boned, meant to be ground into a fine powder and paste. That is why I am pissed at you. But it isn't all your fault. So listen. I'm going to make you a deal. A deal? Yes, a deal. I'm going to join our memories together. You'll remember everything about my past, my present, my future. Rather, the future I could have had. If it wasn't for that one day. But, and I do mean this, but, you will have to carry on a legacy. What legacy? Am I supposed to be some sort of hero? No. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. The legacy is to keep the world in balance and in check. To make sure that nothing comes around to destroy it, or cause it to be brought to ruin. In addition to that, you can do whatever the hell you want on your free time. On my free time? Yes. But as I said, I will conjoin our memories. You'll remember your life, but you'll also remember mine. You will have seen all the things I've seen, felt all the pleasures I've felt, as well as all the pain. You will know all my skills, you will know all my techniques, you will know all my spells, and you will know all my shouts. Okay, but what happens to you? I die. I die and live. Wait, what? Well, I will die in the sense that I am no longer here. And I will live in the sense that I will be you, and you will be me. We will be technically a new thing entirely. Your libido may go down after I finally get some training in, but that's just to be expected. Expected? What the hell do you mean expected? No, hell no, no, I don't want to... Do you want to have Rias cry again? And besides, I never said that you wouldn't have fun. Hell, even in my previous life, I wound up with several children. You did? Yes. Granted, they were all adopted, but still. You adopted children, what about actually making them? It's like, well, I tried on a few different occasions, but it took so long a damn time that, well, I got bored waiting. You what? That doesn't make sense. What type of father were you? Not a very good one. What? You'll find out more in a few moments. Now, take my hand. After all. So, hello, Issei, and goodbye. Hello, Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin. And goodbye. And as their hands connect in a nice firm shake, they're brought out of the mindscape and, well, as Issei raises his head, oh, my head hurts. Oh. So, mind telling us exactly what happened and what the hell was all that? A past life came and kicked me in the ass until I decided to kick ass. Wait, what? Yeah, it turns out I'm the, what was it he would say? What was it? Not reincarnate, new Dragonborn. Dragonborn. You mean that's Hold up, Yeah, I'm apparently related to those people. And the previous one decided to give me a wake-up call, because apparently I didn't do a good enough job. And so he basically just, gave me a helping hand by taking over my body. So that wasn't you fighting like that, or doing that. Well, technically it was, but no, it wasn't. At least, then it wasn't. Now it's something different. What do you mean, then it wasn't, now it's something different? We kinda melded. Melded? Yeah, it's strange. I'm Issei, but I'm not Issei, but I am Issei, but I'm not Issei. You get what I mean? No. All the girls state, like, yeah, I figured you wouldn't. Oh, my head hurts. Okay, just tell us what you remember. Let's see here. I tried to cross the border into Skyrim, got caught up in the war between the Empire Stormcloaks, got captured after getting knocked the hell out from a pummel attack to the back of my head, got rescued by a dragon that I would later have to kill. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. You're... You came back to... You were captured? Well, he was captured, but I was captured. It's weird, just... I went on a whole series of events. Went to go fight dragons, then after fought dragons, vampires got involved. After vampires, cultists came after me. After the cultists got into another plane of existence, killed a former dragonborn, and after that got taken care of, my head hurts. Okay, just slow down. Thank you. I needed that. Hold up. Hold up one moment. Hey, Akano. Yes? Come here a moment. And he pulls her onto his lap and gives her a hug. There we go. Much better. Excuse me? Huh? What? Needed something to hug. It's comforting. What? My wife used to do this whenever I was feeling stressed out. You had a wife? You have a... Who had a wife? Older guy. Old dragonborn guy. Guy whose memories I now have, or is me, and I don't... How... Okay, so he had a wife? Yeah, and 2 kids. A wife and 2 children. Oh, joy. They were adopted. Huh? How were they? They were adopted. Yeah. Okay. What, did he not like? No, he thoroughly enjoyed that. It just, apparently, the life he lived, he didn't want to risk if he did bring a child into the world, well, he had older siblings to watch over and guard them. If he didn't bring a life into the world, well, at least he had 2 adoptive kids who could take over his name, just in case. That actually makes kind of sense. Yeah, I know, weird, right? When Issei makes sense. Get used to it. Oh, I need a drink. You need a drink? Yes, one moment. As the secret servant gets called in and, what the hell is that? Calm down a second. You still got some of that mead I gave you? Oh, yes, right here, Hunting Brew Reserve. Oh, thank you. As he reaches over and grabs it and begins to pop the cork off and chug. You can go now. As you wish. As he disappears and he finishes the rest of that drink. Pardon me. You drink. Oh yeah, I do a lot worse than that too. But I doubt you'll ever know that feeling. Anyway, excuse me? Sorry, but you're... Well... I don't know if you're... You know what, I'll save that for later. Yeah, sure. Anyways. Oh... Dragons came back, led by one big one called Alduin, the World Eater. Went through a whole long process, had to capture another dragon so he could fly me over to a different barrow, go through it, kill that thing involved. Along that way, I wound up becoming leader of the Companions Guild. Companions? Group of fighters. A group of fighters. Very powerful, very strong, very durable. Bastards are tough as nails, and more importantly, they do not take gruff from anybody. Uh-huh. Yeah. But they're also very nice people. They're very nice people. Oh yeah, as long as you're friends with them. You're not friends with them, that's when they become very, very mean people. Very, very, very mean people. But as long as you're nice with them, they're very nice people. And I wound up becoming their leader. How? Okay, I got the soul of a dragon. My literal words can bend and rip through time and space, as you just saw with the dragon I summoned. And even before then, I could wind up catapulting things off mountains with just the 3 words. Do you really want to press me on how I could wind up becoming a leader of a warrior group? I mean, wouldn't they count that as magic? Yes, and there were mages inside of it. Granted, they weren't great mages, but they were still mages. Okay. Yeah. Don't fuck with the drow. He was actually a pretty fun fighter. But, as I say before, and I'll say again, it was a pain in the arse. Starting off as a lowly grunt, and then forced to sharpen blades, and then winding up being the leader after turning into a werewolf. Oh, that was fun. You turned into a werewolf. Don't worry, I got cured. So, no need to worry about me turning into a giant wolf in the middle of the night and ravaging you or biting your ass. Well, yeah, good thing we don't have to worry about that. Akino states, somewhat disappointed, and I go, and he goes, yeah, good thing. Anyways, that was primarily a joke. Shit, I forget how saucy of a girl you are. Anyways, after that whole issue got sorted, got attacked by fucking vampires. After I killed Alduin, a bunch of fucking vampires decided, well, he just got rid of one threat. Why not come in and try and make another one? And that pissed me off. So now I had an entire group of undead bloodsuckers going into city after city that I had houses in, ripping the places apart. That pissed me off. So I wound up joining up with a group of the Dawn Guard, meeting a couple of new people, and joining up with the College of Winterhold. College of Winterhold? Yeah, mages group. Basically, had to do it in order to get into there so I could actually figure out where these Elder Scrolls were, but at also the same point in time, well, I had to go there earlier for that, and I was always curious, to find the Elder Scroll of the Dragon. I also had to go back there for the Elder Scroll of the Blood, and blah, blah, blah. Those things were a pain in the ass, not to mention heavy. Especially for scrolls. Fucking damn, they were heavy. But, in addition to that, also had to... I kind of liked the place. Place where I didn't have many responsibilities outside of, hey, learn this spell. Shit like that. It was kind of nice. And then the bullshit happened. Bullshit? Yeah, one Thalmor High Elf decided, you all discovered this ancient, powerful sphere. I'm going to set it off. God damn Thalmor bastards. Talos be with me, but Uncano triggered that son of a bitch and made it to where it nearly went out of control, summoning a bunch of spectral wraiths and da 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 da. I had to break him again, second and third time. I had to get a brand new staff, go to a different labyrinth in the middle of what used to be the old ancient. It was a pain. Put it to you like that. Dealing with that was a pain. Good news is I mastered a lot of spells. Mastered a lot of spells? Oh yeah, mastered a lot of spells, and more importantly, learned pretty much everything I needed for being a mage. Really, everything you needed. Yeah, everything from fortification, enchanting, even alchemy, all the way up to destruction, illusion, restoration. You named it, I learned a good bit of it. Really. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty simple. Tough. Exhausting. But simple. Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah. Plenty of different things happened. After I finally... Well, Serana. Oh, I miss Serana. She was a nice girl. Serana? Oh, Vampire Lord. She was a good friend. And she was also trapped inside of a tomb for over 1,000 years. But still, she was a good friend. She was a good friend. Yeah. A damn good friend. Plus, she was like a second mother to my children. Really? Just like a second mother? Well, yeah. Polygamy wasn't a thing in Skyrim, and even so, she was an undead vampire lord. Not to mention, she had a bunch of her own stuff going on. Why would she bother trying to be with a guy like me? It wouldn't make any sense. Besides, she was way too busy. We were way too busy at the time trying to, well, kill her father. You were trying to kill her father. Well, he was the guy trying to destroy the sun. So, yeah, had to kill him. And boy, was that a pain in the ass. I tell you, killing that bastard felt so good, but was so much damn work. I hope I never see another Yor again. Yor? Vase used for ceremonies. Then again, the Yor wasn't that bad. It's just going through Falmer-infested ruins to fill them and bring them from place to place. Like, God dang it, I just need to go from A to B. Quit getting me B through Z before I can get to B. You bastards. Ugh. Not to mention the dragons still attacked out of nowhere. Wait, even after you kill... Yeah, Alduin apparently, he resurrected them? Yeah, but it turns out he wasn't a necromancer. He legit rezzed them. Which means they had their own minds and bodies and could do what they wanted to, even if you killed Alduin. So, I kept on being targeted by them. Not fun. It was painful. Lost 5 horses to that bullshit. Eventually just walked around Skyrim, because that just was simpler. You walked? Well, it was either I got off my horse and random dragon just came over and took it and ran off with it because F you, I don't feel like dealing with your bullshit. Or F you, Dova King, here's your horse, and drop. Like, bitch, get back here! But yeah, he just... Either that or a dragon would land and the horse would be dumb enough to charge the dragon. the horse would charge a dragon. Horses are supposed to run away from threats. Nope! I don't know what they fed the horses in Skyrim, but it gave them balls of steel and brains as walnuts. They gave them balls of steel and brains like walnuts. Just charge! It was funny as hell watching a horse bite a dragon, but at the same point in time, it was not funny as hell watching a dragon wing slap the fuck out of the horse and send it cartwheeling 30 feet through the air. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty fucking funny, but it's still... But still... I digress. So yeah... And then the cultists. After we finally killed Harkon, I got harassed by I kept on being harassed by cultists during this entire time. And, well, I kept on killing them. Just, like, I had shit to do. They kept on poking at me, so I just said, fuck off! Shing! And killed them. And, I got bored and really wanted to make a lot of coin. So I went to Riften and joined the Thieves Guild. You did what? I got bored, wanted to make some coin. So I joined the Thieves Guild. Besides, at that point in time, I killed a giant ancient dragon that was supposed to eat the world. I fought and slayed the big, bad, evil vampire lord. I was on my own again. What about your wife and children? They were off at another house. And I kind of wanted to get a few riches, considering the sheer fact that I wanted to make sure they had enough to live on even after I died. So I joined the Thieves Guild and made over 5 million gold. Excuse me, what? Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that Daedric servant of mine has, like, 1/3 of that on him. What about the other 2/3? 1/3 got left to my wife and children. The other third I sent to Serana. Why? Her castle was trashed. Like, ugh. Castle Volkihar. You say Castle Volkihar? Yeah, Castle Volkihar. Oof, it was trashed. Like, it was ruins. I don't know why Harkon had it in such terrible condition, but it was just nasty. Wow, you wouldn't expect that nowadays. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's still around. It's vibrant. Vibrant? Huh, I wonder if she's still around. Probably not. Probably hopeful thinking. Anyways, but yeah. And then I got curious when I saw another group of cultists in, and I went through rummaging through their pockets. Found some orders. Kill the Dragonborn from Mirak. Like, so after stealth assassinating all the cultists inside the city, because they had orders to kill me, and I'm not gonna fuck around with that bullshit, I went to the island of Solstein, and oh lord, that was some bullshit. I was in enemy territory damn near 24/7. Ugh. Wait, you said you were a werewolf and you cured yourself. Yeah. You hung around with a vampire. Weren't you afraid that she would turn you? Like, well, not really, considering Serana wasn't like that. Serana may have been sly. She's brilliant. Like, oh man. Like, if I had to compare her to anyone's intelligence, Rias would be somewhere on the list. But yeah, she was brilliant. She wasn't manipulative. And if she was more manipulative than I gave her credit for. But she wouldn't forcibly turn me. Now granted, I did turn into one. Wait, you did? Well, I kinda had to. Why? Well, we entered the Soul Cairn. You entered where? Soul Cairn. You know, place of undead, blah blah blah. Okay, but why did you enter there? Her mother lived there, huh? Well, only the dead can cross into a soul cairn, and to be fair, she did say I had two options. I could either partially put part of my soul into a gem and give that to the fuckers that rule over it, or she could turn me into a vampire. I decided to go, after hearing her out, you became a vampire. To be fair, it was either that or I become weakened while in there, and I didn't know what we were going to face in there. So, yeah, I went with the whole becoming a vampire thing because I don't want to risk dying or putting ourselves at such a disadvantage where we can't complete our mission. I got cured later. You got cured from being a vampire. Oh, yeah, you can do that. How? I'll tell you later, but it involved a guy named Fallion. Huh? But yeah, snuck around most of Solstein. Turns out couldn't sleep there. What do you mean you couldn't sleep there? Well, not until I learned a couple of shouts, but yeah, couldn't sleep there because whenever I'd wake up, motherfucking Mirak had me working on some dumb shit. It was not nice. So much pain. Okay, so you're telling us all this, but how are you alive? I'm not. Well, then, so you're saying that you're the new one, but from all you're telling me, couldn't you have extended your life hundreds of years with all the magics and stuff you knew? Well, yeah, but what would be the point in that? Huh? If you're gonna die, you're gonna die. No need to prolong it more than you need to. Besides that sheer fact, my death was a surprise. Your death was a surprise. How is your death a surprise? You survived almost, from what you told us, anything that the world threw at you. Yeah, at the world at the time. Okay, then how did you die? Heart attack. What? And that, my friends, is where I'm going to end it off there. Hope you enjoyed, and talk to you later.